News 4's Adam Harding is there live now. And Adam, how does it work?
Well, Gilma, we know testing is so important to making sure that venues like Madison Square Garden behind us can open up safely. The city and state now promoting this new app that they hope will serve as essentially a COVID passport. Like when you go to the airport, you've got all of your documents in one place. Everyone we spoke with, some of them say this could be a potential game changer. Yep, the city is coming back all right, and the crowds in Midtown are building back. Now the state is hoping its new Excelsior app can help speed things up even more.
Would I have to join an app situation?
You would have to download.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Ann Callanan might need some convincing, but she's open to anything that can get her back to a Broadway show. It is what she loves.
You know, I want to get back to the theater as soon as possible, yeah.
Who doesn't?
A lot of people don't, but I do. It was part of my life, a very important part of my life.
The first of its kind app will serve as almost a COVID passport for anyone to use at major sports and entertainment venues. It will authenticate someone's vaccination or show proof of a recent negative COVID test. It all sounds like a win to Father Louis Skirty.
Very convenient because I have both shots and I have, of course, the card and I laminated it, so I always have it with me. But the idea of having it as an app and just showing it where you go, whatever venues, I think it's a great idea, very convenient.
There it is, very convenient. Want to give our praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders of Israel, who I believe to be in these last days and times, the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone. Peace, love, mercy, and grace to the Lord's elect, beginning with the 144,000, the servants, the prophets. All right, and a large multitude of listeners and believers that are coming back to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, hearing the words of our testimony and believing in faith, sincerity, diligence, and obedience. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, and you know, one of the ways that this is going to get people is the convenience of it. All right, Esau has made a lot of things inconvenient. All right, in the name of the the pan word, and what he's going to do, he's going to roll things back out. But in order to get your life back, you're going to have to do things on his new terms. All right, because he's changing the system globally. The way of doing things is changing. They're doing away with those systems, and they're rolling in, in small phases. This new system, this new digital, system, this new AI system that's going to be tracking and monitoring everything, and and everything is going to be on the grid. All right, even though things are on the grid, but there's going to be 100% on the grid. And we know that we're in a time of the market of, Revelation 13:16 coming to pass. And convenience is what is going to cause a lot of people to fall weak to temptation. So, I just wanted to go into this word convenience and bring out a few precepts. All right, this is, since we're here, let's get convenience. Is from yourdictionary.com. The definition of convenience is the state of being able to do something easily with little effort and no hindrances. All right. An example of convenience is the microwave, which makes it easier and more effortlessly to heat up food. And people love microwaves here in Babylon. You got places in the world like Russia where the microwaves are not even, they're banned, okay, because they're dangerous. But here in Babylon, where people are lazy, they're out of shape, they're sheep. They love microwaves. They love things that are quick and easy, and you can and we're guilty. I'm guilty of that too. I like convenience. But see, at the end of the day, the Lord is grooming us to fight off the flesh, which is at the end of the day fighting off convenience, because He wants us to be able to walk. All right, enter in at the straight gate. This is Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. Straight meaning a large path, meaning a path of difficulty. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, because many are gonna go the wide way. Okay, they're gonna go the broad way, Salakia. I'm a little distracted. They're going to go the broad way that leadeth to destruction, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way. So the straight gate is a narrow path. It's a way, like 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter explains, you can only go, it's so narrow that you can only go one at a time. It says, which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. Okay? So many are going to go that wide path, that, you know, where everyone can go at once instead of going one after another, because that takes patience. All right, to go one out. Look how these people behave on the road. There's no patience. All right. And going back to convenience, when you go into the etymology, all right, it means fit, suitable, proper, affording, accommodation, opportune, favorable. All right, things that are convenient, they're favorable for you. More than likely, more times often than not, it's things that are favorable for the flesh, not for the spirit. When you break down the word con, which means with, together, venir, which means to come. All right, so pretty much it means to come together. All right, to meet together, to come together, to assemble, to unite, to join, combine, agree with, accord, be suitable or proper to. And usually, again, these things are suitable for the flesh. So what Esau is going to do, he's going to make a convenient way for you to go to access these things that you were so used to, you know, experiencing and living in your lives. He's going to make them, you know, convenient and accessible for you to see them again just by downloading the app, because the people are already enchanted, right? And they you know, they're seeing how inconvenient it is to leave the house. You make sure you don't forget your mask. You know, you go get the jab. Got like the guy said, he keeps his card laminated. So what Esau is going to do is present this convenient way where, hey, you don't have to worry about the mask. I mean, you ain't got to worry about the card. All you got to do is download the app and scan the app. Because what, you know, because of this whole thing, guess what? They was able to introduce, you know, scanning the QR codes, getting you used to scanning the QR codes, and, you know, so hey man, it's scriptures tell you how he's wise in his wickedness, man. He's a serpent. He's very wise in his deception. All right, let's go ahead and finish this.
Please, I hope so. I think so.
The state today also announcing a major milestone: 8.5 million vaccines administered, more than 1 million just in the last week.
This is one of the most exciting days in this fight against COVID.
The mayor, meantime, touring Citi Field as more vaccines were distributed to city workers. The stadium will soon be hosting baseball games, but for now, it's still a...
Well, they got the damn mascot with the mask on. The mask on the mascot. That's, what was that, 2? Look at that shit. Look at that, man. Through, man. This place is done.
But for now, it's still a site used in the war on COVID. So, Gilma, that app is now available for download. There's a second version of it for businesses that can download an app that can scan all of your information. That way it can make things easier. The hope of...
So they got an app for the businesses to scan, and they got an app for the patrons to download. Hey, this is hey, we here, man. This thing is about to be, well, we at March right now. By the summertime, don't be surprised if this is going on in every state. It might not be in every, you know, venue, but like in stadiums and shit like that, cruises, because they already announced that they're gonna start back the cruises in June. So they're gonna have that by June. They're gonna definitely have that rolled out by then. So this thing is gradual, but it's coming though, man. We here, though it tarry, wait for it, because it should surely come to pass. Now, again, convenience, man, is usually not conducive to the spirit. Usually these things are of the flesh. So the Lord is grooming us, you know, He's to put off the flesh, deny, you know, like He said, you know, those that come after me, bear your cross, deny yourself. All right. So sometimes we got to, you know, put off the things that are convenience. All right. Because, you know, hey, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So this is Romans 8:1. There is therefore no condemnation to them which are in YAHAWASHI, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For the law of the spirit of life in YAHAWASHI hath made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things after the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. All right, to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. And that's why so much wrath is going to, befall these people, because they're in the flesh. And the things that they're doing is not appealing to YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI don't care for all that carnality. He don't care for, carnal deeds and thoughts, because it's all wicked. You see, but us being fashioned after YAHAWASHI, even though we're in the flesh, our mind, our spirits are walking in a different way, man, a different manner, man. You know what I'm saying? We have different, we have the fear of the Lord, man. That alone sets us apart from, everyone around us, man. We fear the Lord. We're trying to serve the Lord. We want to serve the Lord, So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. All right. We are in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man love not the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, he is none of his. And if YAHAWASHI be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. All right. So, yeah, man. You go to Galatians, the 5th chapter. All right, Paul spoke about this a few times, the spirit and the flesh. All right, Galatians 5:16, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because the lust of the flesh is going to want, all right, as Esau put that squeeze on us more and more on society, the flesh is going to want to submit, to have convenience, to have ease, to have rest. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's what the flesh gonna want to do, man. But the spirit is like, fuck that shit. Nah, man, we just gonna have to, give up the ghost or whatever happens. That's what the spirit want to do. The flesh don't want to do that. The two are contrary to one another. Where's that at? Okay. Okay, shit. We was one verse away. Let's keep reading. It was the next verse. That's the spirit. Galatians 5 and 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. And then it goes into going into the different works of the flesh. Idolatry, witchcraft, and majority of people are under witchcraft. They're enchanted. All right, they're in the flesh. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings. See, but the fruits of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering. You see, walking in the spirit is going to produce long suffering, being able to get through this. The Heavenly Father is long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. See, walking in the spirit produces faith. You just believe something, the Lord gonna make a way. Meekness, temperance. You see? Matthew 26th chapter, all right, because when Judas and them priests and them, they came for YAHAWASHI, he had opportunity to do the convenient thing. Look, Matthew 26:52, then he tell YAHAWASHI, unto him put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take up the sword shall perish with the sword. Because Peter just, cut off one of the high priest's ear. And YAHAWASHI rebuked him, like, nah, put that sword up, man. Those that use the sword, they're going to die by the sword. And then he told him, he said, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled that thus, it must be? So he was disciplined, and he didn't do the convenient thing to do, because it would have been easy. You don't think I could just, pray to the Father, and the Father then, have the angels to pull up and put an end to this shit? Like, no. See, that would have been the easy, convenient thing to do. But the Lord said, shit, if I do that, how can the scriptures be fulfilled? No, I got to go through that straight gate. I got to do I got to do the things that are I have to do what's unpleasant to the flesh, man. It's going to be unpleasant for me to get my go on that cross and, go and be ridiculed and spit on and attacked and cut and, all this stuff, man. See, the Lord didn't take the easy way out. He didn't take the convenient way out. And that's how, Lord willing, we're going to follow in that stead and not do the same thing. His disciples, his apostles, his prophets, his servants, his friends, all right, the believers. This is our lot, man. This is what we doing. This is what we've been called in this truth to do. All right, to be strong, man. To be a strong. What does it say? To endure as a soldier, man. For YAHAWASHI. All right, man. Fuck that convenience shit, man. Because the way of that shit is death, man. These people gonna do this shit thinking they finna save their life when they really about to lose it. All right, giving our praise to YAHAWASHI. Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.